Hi everybody, it's Miss Boylan. I just wanted to take a minute to make a video and talk about the software applications that we're using in the classroom. We've got a whole slew of students who are using a variety of different computers, and we've gone back and forth between what can be used and what can't be used, and I want to just make it really clear. In addition, what I want to do is I want to show you briefly how you'd go about submitting the assignment you create with the given application. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we have is Windows users. So I'm talking to the students who are at school, who are using computers at school that are Windows based, okay? Or if you're working from home and you have a Windows based computer, okay? In this instance, you're going to use Notepad. And the great thing about this is that the instructions in the classroom are written in Notepad, okay? So, but like I said previously, don't worry too much about what things are written in or the pictures. The HTML is always going to be the same regardless what application you're using, okay? So, but Windows-based users, you're going to use Notepad. Notepad is included on all Windows computers, so you should be really, it's very easy to access and work with. So quickly, how are you going to go about submitting assignments? In this instance, you're going to actually submit the HTML document that you create when you are using Notepad. So you'll run through the instructions, you'll create an HTML document. That document, that file, is actually going to be submitted to the classroom. So I'm going to just briefly read this over, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. So you're going to open the assignment page, whichever assignment it is. You're going to click Submit Assignment. There's a gray button there. You're going to select the Upload tab. We're going to use a little file icon to navigate to your saved HTML file, and then you're going to click Submit. It attaches the HTML document, the HTML file, and it submits it. So let's take a look at what that looks like in the classroom. Okay, so I'm here in the classroom. I'm at the first web page assignment you might be beyond, and I'm logged in as the fake student, okay? So I'm just going to come in here. Fake student's already submitted one time, so we're going to submit one more time, okay? So here it says resubmit assignment. When you see this, it would say submit assignment. So we're going to click submit assignment. We're going to make sure that we're on the upload tab, and we're going to click here on this file icon to navigate to our HTML document. Okay, so I find my web design folder. The document is in the module 2 folder. I just double click on it and it attaches directly to the assignment upload dialog box. I click submit. And voila, I have the second page submitted, okay? We're just going to have kind of a running total because we'll submit one more assignment using a different method for different computer users, okay? So before we move on, I want to just make a note that that way of submitting assignments, right, that I just showed you by submitting an HTML file that you created, that is going to be used for anybody who creates HTML files using Notepad, Mac users using TextEdit, and anybody not on a school computer who chooses to use Caret or some other type of Chromebook text editor extension. So long as it makes an HTML file, this is what you'll be using. So as we go through those different computer types, I'm not going to go through it again and I'm not going to show it, okay? So let's move on. So we've got Chromebook users. So basically these are the students, and these are school provided Chromebook users, okay? Not that you own your own, you have personal. We'll go into that in a minute. So with this, you have to use the Try It editor version 3.6, and I'm going to show you how to pull that up in just a minute. It's very important to understand school provided Chromebook users cannot use Caret or any other Chromebook extension, okay? They're locked down, the extensions, so if you're using a school-provided Chromebook, you cannot use a Chromebook extension. Instead, you'll have to use the Try It editor, okay? So let me show you how you go about accessing that. Okay, so we're just going to do a easy little Google search for W3 schools, and then right down, I already have it, HTML editor, okay? And it's right there at the top. It's HTML Try It editor. Okay, and so you'll see basically on one side of the screen, it's the editor. On the other side of the screen, it is the output. Okay, so you will write your HTML here on the left side of the screen, and then you can run it and it will show it on the, no, sorry. You will write your HTML code here on the left side of the screen, and you can run it and it'll show you what's on the right side of the screen. It may also be smart and updated on your own. I'm going to show you, I'm going to transfer the first web page activity in here to the left side of the screen. We're going to run it and we're going to see what it looks like. Okay, so give me just a second. Okay, so I've added all of the tags that were necessary in the first web page assignment. And I've got them here on the left side of the screen, and I'm going to click run, and it's updated over there. An important thing to understand is this is going to be really good for checking to see what the body of the web page looks like. But one thing to note, this title tag is what is listed up here in up in your browser's tab. And since you can't see, this is just mimicking what the page would look like, you don't actually get to see what that would be. But at any rate, let's talk briefly about how we submit these, because for this, you can't save it as an HTML web page. You could, but you have to make a user account, and we are not advising that. So instead, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to submit your HTML code. So what that will look like is this. Let me show you. So first off, let's go ahead and we're going to go Control A over here on the left side, and then we're going to go Control C to copy everything. Once I've got everything copied, I'm going to come over into the classroom. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, here I am in the classroom again, and since we've already, submitted a couple, I'm going to use Resubmit Assignment. This type differs a little because instead of using the Upload tab, I have to use the Create tab, and I'm simply going to paste the text in the body there. Okay. And then I am going to submit. Okay. And now there we have it. There's a third submission. Okay. So then let's move on. Okay. Chromebook users who, this is your personal computer. School did not provide it to you. You have a couple of options. Okay. And actually, anybody who is working from home and on their own computer, not on a school provided computer, have a couple of options. Okay. You have we'll talk about that in a minute, but let's talk about Chromebook users and their options. First things first, you can use the same option that the school provided computer people use, which is the W3 Schools Try It editor. Okay, so that's one option. You would submit your assignments the same way by copying all of your HTML code from the Try It editor and pasting it into the assignment create window. Okay, so that's one option. Your other option is to use Carrot or any other text editor Chromebook extension that you would like. This is only going to work on people who have Chromebooks as their personal computer. It will not work if you have a school provided computer. Okay, so here's the YouTube link again to how to use Carrot if you want to use this. And the use of Carrot or any of these Chromebook extensions is possible if you're on your own home computer. Okay, so school computers, it won't work. School provided computers at home, it won't work. Okay, so now one thing to note is if you're going to use Chrome, if you're going to use Carrot or any other text editor extension that creates an actual HTML file, you're going to submit the actual HTML file, basically the same way we did with Notepad. Okay, so then finally, we're going to talk about Mac users. Mac users are going to use TextEdit. It's located on their computer. You just have to do a search to find TextEdit. I've got some instructions I'm going to attach to this email. Go ahead and take a look at how to use TextEdit to develop your web pages. It's going to be the same way as submitting a Notepad or a Carrot created HTML file. You're just going to go and into the classroom, submit assignment, use the upload tab and the file icon to navigate to your HTML file, and then once it's attached, submit.